All
Or
good.
like do a new beach.
Okay.
I'll just do it beforehand. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm gonna reset real quick, and then quoooo, let me know when you're ready.
Yep. Start the countdown from 10.
Okay. Someone want to give me a
Candy.
countdown?
Candy, you want to do it in chat?
You don't have to do it in chat. You can do it right
okay,
here.
do
We're
it.
both here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bo said he preferred chat, so I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, whichever.
Okay.
Okay, 5 seconds.
Done.
Sure.
5. Okay, just a second. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Go.
Okay. I'm gonna be muted here. So.
Okay.
Okay. Good luck, CC.
And now we start the second match of winners round 3. We have the former world
really
record holder,
confused.
quoooo. See, I need to learn how to mash that fast.
Yeah, you have a GameCube controller, but also I found out that quoooo also use a GameCube controller.
Yeah, it's not
So-
hard, but
I'm not saying that it's hard, but
I just don't know
I
how to time it
like-
right.
I like to. Oh,
Okay,
CC,
CC reset again, but he reset before he did anything, so it doesn't count. So we're still at 0 for him.
Oh yeah, I need.
No inputs,
a paper.
doesn't count.
So let's see quoooo.
We're back in Skyland. Do we have any new Sky Facts, Candy? I feel like we're gonna run out by the end of the tournament.
Sky effects. I don't have Sky effects, but that's okay. Gotta say quoooo. Surely he's saying go quoooo and go CC. Just it's fun to say quoooo because of the whoa. Okay. So why is CC? Oh. Okay, now he's moving. It was like he's
He
not
had
going
an
to take a
interesting
picture of
setup for
Pikachu.
Pikachu. He did the style I usually do, which gets you consistent 2,900 points.
I think he was adjusting something, and then he was like, "Oh, I need a picture
Ah,
of Pikachu."
Maybe. That
Looks
would
like
explain a
it,
lot.
but I'm a little suspicious.
Got
Oh
it.
yeah.
Well,
I
now
was
we're
going
back.
to talk about the Butterfree because
Interrupting CC.
every time like a Butterfree shows in front of me, then was going to I always say it's like, oh, it's RNG lag, but it's just a huge Butterfree.
Ooh, quote started a little bit on the exit, but there's some very interesting lag reduction strats there where he looked completely in the sky before he took the picture at Kangaskhan. I wonder what that's about. If that's just like a very high level strat I'm not aware of.
It's because like there is ways to do lag reduction. People usually say that looking up save more seconds than looking straight, and then looking down save more seconds than looking straight. So depends on the person. Why do I need to change that?
Because it still says
Okay.
Chicken Hawk versus CJ. Okay.
Just... Yeah, Lemon is also a mod. Oh, if you at least had a
Quote
mod.
needs more points because he didn't have the 22.5 out of Beach.
Actually, don't worry, Lemon. Let me get because I need to change this. Not the losers. It's the winners. Not round 2. I don't even know which round it is.
It's winners round
three.
3. Bo enters tunnel 2 at 306. Ooh, CC only at 21.9 there. He's gonna need more points too. So both runners did not have the 22.5 out of Beach, which was interesting. I feel like usually the higher level runners get it really consistently, where I just never do. I'm trying to remember the amount of PBs I've had where I actually got 22.5 out of Beach, and it's very small. Like maybe 1. And CC has
Oh,
just
sorry,
enough.
Lemon. I was fixing the winners because it says losers, but actually, quoooo and CC match is like winners.
So entering
But
tunnel
it
2.
was really
CC
good. Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you, Lemon. Ooh, that Zubat was iffy. Yeah, so entering tunnel 2, CC's about, I want to say 2 seconds behind quoooo, but it all had to just do with the electrode they had to take.
I don't know how to survive without milliseconds. Looks so slow.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, I looked the milliseconds, I like seeing the time go. I know Proto Man I think uses full seconds too. It's kind of very interesting. Like the preference there.
Actually, it makes you less nervous, I think, at least for me, because it looks so slow compared to see milliseconds and like running out the time.
Well, I like the idea that like you can just tell when the full second's gonna happen. Like when I was actually paying attention to like little split times, it's like, you know, right at the end where I'm just like, oh man, did I split in time? That was a little bit late. If I can see like the frames go by a little bit, it works out. Okay, we're finally coming up in the first magnets of this race.
Okay, those magnets are moving.
First magnet is pulled back a little bit, but well corrected it. Should be fine. Yeah, that was fine. Actually, I'm not actually sure if that's slower. It might have been a little bit slower because he had to pull it back before it went away from him. But overall, I think that was decent magnets.
Well, electrode is exploded at 523, so...
CC pulling off some ridiculous lag reduction strats.
What do you mean?
He looked backwards after he took a picture of Doug Trio, the first Doug Trio picture.
Okay, he's going for Magnet. Magnet is in his character.
Oh, that is an interesting strategy. Throwing the apple like that right after. That is... I have never seen that.
Oh,
okay, 55k9.
528 has... the electrode has flowed, so... basically 5-4 seconds. 5-6 seconds.
quoooo got decent points at a tunnel. Can easily go for early Moltres.
Okay,
And
nice.
CC Zubat looks good. I say that, but honestly, I don't know about Zubat. Zubat's like my arch nemesis. And somehow you just made Zubat look like a fool yesterday, Candy, so...
Okay, I'm looking at the leg reduction here. That Kakuna could be better.
Ooh, Haunter was not great.
Ooh, Haunter.
But Magnets
He
were
was up
really
front.
good. So 55k9, both of them.
Okay,
CC with
56.
80 more points.
So, 56 he can go for early Moltres.
Yeah, both of them.
Finish your medium. Oh, nice Magmar. But what about your medium?
He did not
I
feed
figured
the
out-
Charmeleon.
No, yeah. Actually, sometimes it's not needed because if your medium's super nearby of the edge and like right in front of you, you can get
Oh no!
He's, like, lying
The
down
roll
on the
pick
ground.
stopped CC.
I can't believe. What is
Oh,
the
no.
possibility? He's
Oh
feeling that.
no.
First reset coming from CC.
Honestly, even if you didn't lose time there, it's gonna frustrate you, so it's one of those moments.
No, you lose a ton of time.
No, but I'm saying even if you didn't, like, it's just one of those things. Okay, quoooo comes out with 73-73.
7 streams. 30.
Okay. Well, first run's out of the bag, so maybe CC can just make up on it. You know, get the first run jitters out. Get a more consistent beach this time, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, you got the tail peak of this time. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Bulbasaur. Gonna be a little far away. I saw that people are
Bulbasaur
doing
was-
that setup.
Yeah, Bulbasaur, I feel like everybody has their own different setup. It's kind of like how Magnets, everybody kind of has their own setup, but then Tunnel Sign, Tunnel Skip, I guess, everybody has their own little setup for how they do it. But I feel like I don't see anybody get consistently 5k Bulba, and that's probably like something that I should improve on at least. I'm not sure about everybody else.
I used to, but I forgot how to do my own setup. It's impressive. Okay, he went for second slowpoke, so he's going to get the fishing.
Yeah, when I switch to my... You go.
I don't trust another slowpoke because he does the sound, but he doesn't move. He does like that though, but sometimes it's not enough for him to move. So he kind of stay there like doing nothing.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the fact that like it needs to be a certain distance away, but then also close enough to like the patch to just get hooked onto there.
He tried the Psyduck now.
Ooh, I'm not sure about the Psyduck because I think the apple was in it, but I'm not sure.
I don't know why he's feeding the river. He's trying to spell cloister, but yes, that's not how it works.
Chat, where's the cloisters? Where's the cloisters, chat?
Oh, turtle cloister? No, turtle cloister. Ooh, a reset coming from Whoa. Both runs had reset one time.
Yeah, the past day and a half, I guess. I guess the past 2 days. Just Lemon, you're too late.
What is late?
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And back to focusing on CC's run for a bit. He seemed to get early electrode, meaning he probably had the 22k5 at a piece. It is hard watching both screens at the same time. Oh, he had 23 to start. Good, good, good. So he's on good pace right now.
Funny thing, CC was saying, it's really difficult to get stuck on book bits, but it's possible. And he got stuck today for CC. Really...
Commentator's curse, but it happened to himself.
No talking pokers. Jesus. Okay, 1-1. I both.
See, now I don't have to worry about jinxing myself because I'm out of the tournament. But yeah, once I've started getting into snap science, I think it'll be very interesting to like notice some of like the lag reduction things that CC does and wondering how effective they are. Because I know there's a lot of different strategies you can do in this game to do like lag reduction or greater points, but then there's also like what's the risk versus the payoff there. And that's kind of like a tough thing to do. Like I know CC when he walks into goes into this room in a tunnel, he looks up like and then looks behind, and I wondered how much time you saved there. But
that was good.
It's a butt.
I was going to say it, but ooh, talking about butts, CC got a butt match card. Not my fault.
It's 100% your fault, Candy.
Oh, you can blame me.
You know, I've always wondered
Surely you see. Okay.
how Magikarp can just hold itself in midair like that, just wagging its tail.
I don't know, Magikarp just...
Well,
it's just a thing.
I see quoooo writing in his chat, you have an hour to complete a run. Not technically, it's more like you have 40 minutes to start a run and you have to finish at that point. Because technically, you can start a run at 40 minutes, or like 39:59, and then do like a 22-minute run. And technically, it's over an hour and you're still good to go. Technicalities.
Nice Bowser you have there, Nova. So, getting out of the beach, and then
back to magnets. That's the magnets I feel like I've seen CC usually do during his practices. That should be good magnet points. It's a little slow because he missed the first apple. But still good. If he has the points for it, he should be good to go.
Really beautiful birthday, by the way. Oh yeah. He doesn't. Late Eevee? That is new.
Ooh, I think yeah, and that's 23k points again from quoooo, so that should be.
He got Eevee a little late, which is interesting.
Both of the second runs seem to be doing good. How much time does it really even save? Like half a second? 2 frames?
What?
Earlier Eevee.
I don't know exactly because Basically the early Eve is like 2k and 480.
Nice,
It's like
56k out of tunnel for
Is-
CC's points.
is that frame like when Chinxi get out of in front of EV, which is really risky. But usually people wait a little longer. Okay, we have. Okay, we're in Volcano again. Please,
Took a picture of Vulpix from a little bit far away. But I'm assuming it was because of safety. He didn't really want to get up in Vulpix's face again. You know, you can make out with Metapod, but not a Vulpix. Not okay.
No, he was getting a little late, I guess, because Vulpix started running. So
Yeah.
sometimes I also take him earlier because he runs and then suddenly he decides, oh no, I'm not going this way anymore, and then turns back.
No, I do the same. It's like, hey, you're willing to trade off something like 400 points tops, to make sure you don't completely lose like 1,000 or so. Is he gonna feed it? He is not going to feed it.
I didn't see how many points did he had.
What CC doesn't know is that feeding Charmeleon is how you get a cloister.
Okay, I don't know what's happening, chat. So, really good memory, by the way. We are in Turnham again. Let's see.
Good points. Good points. 75. Wow, CC is just, you know, just flush with points coming out of Volcano.
Ooh, points. Gotta love those points. Okay, going for Magnus again. Really good Magnus. Just need to see momentum. Oh, oh, he got it. I noticed that both players, after doing Magnetus, they move to the left.
Yeah, I noticed that some runners, I think it was Proto or maybe it was somebody else, like he took the picture. I think it was Proto who took a picture and like moved his cursor up, and then it was to look away from Magneton. Again, another one of those like lag reduction strat.
Okay, Bulbasaur. Not a bad, but not a good. Nice super, by the way. Oh, you missed Haunter. How did you jump Haunter? He moves the controller so fast that he jumped Haunter.
It might have just skipped a frame in the upload.
Okay.
57.
That's a lot.
890. Yeah. Let's see what he has out of Volcano, but that is.
He had really good Magnetos. Really good. Oh, did CC got the shelter? I hope so.
I didn't. I'm not
the
sure.
apple?
I assume so. I've actually missed Shelter on the run before, and then I took a picture of Shelter at the very end just to finish it. But obviously, at their level, you can't just be wasting time like that. Oh, this is points. But Shelter's a ton of points, so you really don't want to be missing that. I assume he did, and I assume we just missed the frame or something like that, but I'm not sure.
Whoa.
Okay, chat.
Oh yeah, Cloister. Pray for Cloister. Hope CC gets a
Ooh,
Cloister.
the first one is not it.
First Cloister.
Second, yes, second voice.
Second Cloister. Nice.
And then he goes for, yeah, well, he did it. The Pester than Porygon. I have learned that stat. It's not difficult to pull off, but it's difficult sometimes to get, like, the good Porygon points while also doing it that fast. Okay.
Okay, like... Oh!
His Welton points? Let's check to see what his points coming out of.
They come out of quote. Oh, he wasn't...
Yeah, he took too many
Delicious.
pictures. Okay. Going with the points. Let's see how many points Quo has.
75.
5K half of that.
Man, points in both.
75. So both of them had 75. 106, 860.
Now 6.
He can go for Weeping Bell Snipe. And I know I can get 23, I think. 23k with a Weeping Bell Snipe. So, I'm not sure if CC does like the coughing strategy where you can get more points on that, but it's possible he goes for Snipe and gets a no pick, but that'd be rough still.
You can also like do the normal one, but the chance to like shoot
But still,
kill Coffin.
he has more than enough points, so hopefully he's on a good cycle here.
Oh, good energy on that. Good bets.
You got 8%. I gotta start routing that actually. See how many Pokemon you can take pictures of their butts. See which ones you get the most points from. I know we were talking the other day about how, and CC mentions it a lot, omnidirectional things when things are doing things like eating apples or some specific pose. So it's got to be a lot of points you can get from just butt only picks, figuring out if it's possible. So CC goes for the Snipe, and is he gonna get it? He does. Nice.
Got it.
And he should be getting max points for Jigglypuff. I'm not sure about Coughing, but still good points. CC on great pace here. That's a great Ditto there.
I guess it was a little late vocal. Not pretty sure. He's going for the Psyduck Psyduck. I almost didn't got that out of my mouth.
And he has 130 coming out. He has a no pick with Weeping Bell Snipe. CC's on great pace there.
Go CC. Oh, Mr. Porygon. Ah, he got a Cloyster.
He got it. Quo does a slow strat. Well, this Cloyster I put in chat. You can thank me for that, Quo. Now we just need points. So CC is in Valley, and do we have any more Valley facts? I'm trying to think. I was gonna make your mom joke earlier when I was talking about Valley facts. I think it was earlier today with Proto and Xerix, but ooh, he has a really good Psyduck. I wonder how many points Quo is gonna have out of it. That's front facing there. Porygon's a little bit far away. Bulba was okay, but not great. Could have been much more there. Yeah. Metapod was great. And he's 107 out. Wow, he's on pace for 2.
Okay, I can't see CC split, so I'm really curious. Jesus.
Well, I wasn't gonna mention anything about CC splits because I don't know if he's listening in still. So I figured, hey, let's not talk about his splits to not make him nervous. But I guess it depends. Like, I just refuse to look at my splits during runs. I was racist. But during runs I usually did, until yesterday when I just didn't look and I just improved so much. Because like, if I don't know my split times, it makes me a lot less nervous. And like, that literally is the difference between me ending a run. Like, I think I didn't have a bad end game all yesterday. And it was just because I wasn't nervous about that, because I wasn't looking at that. And then during my race yesterday, like I had my...
Okay. Let's see if Quo was gonna get Weeping Snipe or a good Psycho.
And Quo was going for great points on Coughing. And is he gonna get it?
No.
And he misses the Snipe.
He can still do the half snipe as the uncover, but...
And he gets the half Snipe. Nice. Ooh, CC does not get Mankey Snipe. He does get it over before you can see it over the edge, so he doesn't lose too much time there.
I hope he get a gun.
Mew is always a humbler. It's funny the amount of games that just have the very last thing you have to do being the most frustrating thing. Ooh. The coughing Quo got was only 35, but he still had enough points because he didn't get the snipe, so it didn't matter.
But coughing, maximum points on coughing is 35. As
No,
every-
can't you get 4K if you get them? Like the whole reason they do the hit the coughing strat is so they can get 4K. Am I wrong? I thought the coughing gets really closer when it comes from behind you, and that's why they hit it instead of doing the regular Jigglypuff strat.
Wait. Oh yeah, we can get 4K on second coffin. Never saw it.
I know I've gotten 4K on a coughing from there, so you can definitely get 4K on a coughing.
Okay, let me help Quo here. I think I can use my money because it's in reais and Twitch only accept dollars. So I need to use my credit card.
Twitch so discriminatory.
Okay, there you go.
And Candy's showing her bias by gifting a sub in one of the runner streams right now.
No,
Oh,
I
and
just...
CC got boosts coughing sign. That's good. I could
gave it
never
to
get that in a run. Candy, do you do the boosted coughing sign? Because I know how to do it, but I feel like I always mess it up when I'm on a run. Because it's just like, you know,
I don't
late
do
game.
it because he likes asks too much movement of the joystick, so I don't do it.
Anything that
Because
requires a
you
lot of
need to like
finesse.
see right, and then you move a little to a Jigglypuff, and then it's a lot of movements that I don't want to risk.
And CC's doing CC's padded tunnel sign looking
We're
up.
going to see the one plus monkey. You're gonna see? You're gonna see it?
Are we going to see the one pester monkey?
It's a little late.
Is it
Please
free?
do it.
Is it free?
Yep.
It was free. Okay, and let's see CC trying to perform the Danimal sound.
I don't know. Then explain to me like, can you hear the sound? Like I can like the beat like 1, 2,
No, there's a
3,
specific
5,
like
7,
it's
8,
not like a
9.
beat. You do a specific beat that like just kind of pops out right when you get to Kingler sign.
It's not a beat. It is a specific beat.
No,
It doesn't
it's
change the
specific
fact
note.
that it's a beat.
It's not a beat. It's a specific note. I meant. Okay, and now he is on Mew, and he entered at I think pretty much exactly at 20,
Ooh,
which
he
means
got a
he is
good
on good
blue
pace.
side.
You can get a good Mew here.
Okay.
Okay,
Never mind.
not horrible. That's not horrible. You can still do it. Okay.
Why do you
now
spawn up? I never saw that. Was a little too up.
Okay.
Ooh.
2 more
So he's going
cycles.
to get this knife.
Not a snipe, but pretty fast. The double bounce on the Mew. Okay, you got Mew.
Oh, got her.
And this should be pretty good time, actually.
Right or left? Right or left?
Oh
right or
no!
left? All right.
Oh no!
I know the center picture. Everyone has been getting center picture.
This is a great time for CC, but because Mew was on the wrong side, it's time. 2102.
2102. Nice run, CC.
It is a great run from CC, but he's He's gotta be feeling good about that run, but also a little bit frustrated because of like those little time mistakes. If he sees this time and then looks at it, and then he's going for another one immediately. Good run from CC though.
He still has time. Both runners still has 10 minutes to
They do
reset.
not have time to get back to Cloister, I don't believe, do they?
I guess quoooo can finish this run and still do a reset if he wants to, but
Yeah, they. What really matters is they can redo their early games if they feel like they mess up like a Magnets or something like that, or if they want to get to all the way Volcano, they still have the time to do so. And then reset still, but they don't have the time to get to Cloister.
Lemon's using Dane Jump. Instead of Bang.
Okay. Go up to tunnel sign. Looking up, saving that second. Making sure that second matters. And quoooo's splits are like a little bit off from what I can see, but his pace is still within striking distance of CC. So this is a very close run right now. Even if they only finish this, even if quoooo only finishes this one can come down to Mew at this point.
Okay, so you can only watch.
We're back in the sky and beach. Honestly, I want to see how much time is just spent like looking up in this game, like away from stuff to reduce lag. And here
Something
comes
funny.
Mew from quoooo.
Was doing the comparison. Oh, quoooo got a goal on
Ooh,
time.
he got a golden signs and saved 6 seconds. This puts him actually really. Was the signs that bad in his PB? It must have been because he puts him really far ahead. And actually, yeah, I can't see his side of his splits, but I think this is his 2045 splits, which would put him at 2053 pace currently.
What? Nice cycle.
And he gets ridiculously good cycles from you and hits. And he should be, yeah, on 2052, 53 pace right there.
Was not a center picture. How's gonna be? 2040.
2052.
Oh, 52. It's because a little late.
So CC has a hard fight ahead of him if he wants to go ahead and try to catch up to this. CC's golds are far ahead of where his PB is. I think there's like a 20+ second gap or something. I have these golds in a bit. So he can, if he has like a great run, actually, you know, still beat quoooo here, but it's gonna be tough.
Blindfold.
What is Poner?
I don't know what pony means.
Point of no
And I
return.
don't know what 7 means. Oh.
7 minutes.
7 minutes. Sorry.
Just like 7 seconds.
Like 7 days? 7 weeks?
Okay, back to CC in tunnel once again. Ooh, that Zubat was a little sketchy. I didn't see the red dot picture at all. I did just notice quoooo actually took a picture of Butterfree's left wing. I don't know if I usually see people do that. I usually take a picture of its right wing, but that's an interesting.
I always do that.
Huh?
I
Didn't even notice.
Yeah.
It's little things like that where I feel like I don't notice unless I'm trying to pay attention to little things in the run.
I think CC was Dan. Dan was commenting my run and he said it because it's more easier to lose points if you go for the left one than the right one.
That
But
is true.
I always
But-
go left because it's nearby for me.
Yeah. Now, with that said, with these last 2 runs, CC had a great run for his current PB. You know, just a little bit off, and that's as much as like, you know, one little mistake there. So he was on good pace. But then quoooo, you have to realize quoooo didn't even get a weak mill snipe. So he got the half snipe, but he didn't get weak mill snipe, and I believe he had to wait for second cloister. Either way, both of them still have so much time to save, even on their current runs, which are great runs by anybody's standards. I'm trying to remember like how many runs people have gotten
Another
under
mistake.
close turn time.
Another
quoooo
reset
resets.
coming from
So
quoooo. Quoooo has 3 resets. So he can go to PJs to Battlefield like first time. I think so what he missed. Oh, manual mistake. He didn't miss anything. He did a manual mistake.
I was wondering. I thought he thought Pidgey was not far over enough to get the full 4K, and he just knew it off the bat. But
Yeah, he can use his reset, so he's totally right there. But
okay, CC actually got great points in the Zubat. I will never understand that. He loses points on Haunter, which isn't great, but Magnets was perfect.
pretty good magnets.
56k 7.
Nova, if you're really enthusiastic message.
Honestly, it is
Yeah.
kind of ridiculous how much time you save. I think it was, I'm forgetting, somebody today, I think it was. If it was Zen or Chicken, somebody didn't look up, I think it might have been Zen. And then just like, the time they left beach was, I think, so much more, because they were just like looking down. And I didn't realize just how like egregious it is that when you don't look up. Well, again with the sub goal.
Would be interesting. Would you like a string to blindfold everyone?
I know people have done a lot of blindfolded things. I mean, Snap. Actually, how would you even do blindfolded Snap? Like this part right here that CC's doing with Magmar. Like, I can't imagine doing this blindfolded.
You can hear Charmander screaming, but I don't know how you would like take a picture of that.
Yeah, the issue isn't even like because they're not in the same spot all the time. Like beach, you can probably do blindfolded. Other than maybe, actually no, because there's a lot of visual triggers too. Things like Butterfree, where we look at that cloud, so it's going to be very difficult.
Why potato? Doesn't even make sense.
Nova is now potato. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Okay.
Or maybe Nova's potato and we don't know.
Ooh,
But-
not the best Magmar, I think it was. But he still comes out with 73k.
72, 78.
And quoooo did not get the double Kang, but got 440. So he ends up with enough to get fast electric.
For example, Kanga, he goes for the 450k.
I don't know how to do that either. There's so much I don't
50K
know.
or 50,000. Oh, 1,100, yes, English. So you got a CC going into river. Let's see the coin.
CC going to river. He still has. Oh, actually, yeah, he has 2 minutes. Is there enough time for him to get the cloister by then? I'm not actually sure. I know CC earlier was mentioning that he should know, like, he would want to know during races, like, oh, at minute 11, I'm here in this run, so usually where the runners are relatively. But I have no idea when people usually take the picture of cloister. He's a minute and a half, and I want to say that's enough time, but I'm not sure. It might be cutting it close. I know CC did start something like 5-10 seconds after, so I feel like if he wanted to reset right at the very end, probably one of those things that he would allow in the rules. But it is cutting it very close. I feel like he might just get near cloister by then. I don't know. This is kind of going really slow. He might not even be close to it within 10 seconds. Yeah, like at the current pace, I don't know if he's gonna make that.
Don't worry. We know there's some people that save time in the end game. We're still in the beginning, so let's see how it's gonna work. Everything's a possibility, but there's hundreds and thousands of possibilities, so we can just expect. Okay, 30 seconds and you cut out.
Okay. Oh, actually, CC seems like he's going to be right there in time. So, okay, and he got a cloister, so he should be good to go. Ooh. And he does a great cloister shot, and that's it. And that's the point of no return. The Poner is here.
I would never imagine that it's point of no return. You're the English person, you're supposed to know that.
Well, yeah, doesn't mean I know.
It's
Ooh,
11
quoooo
here.
does not do magnets.
Ooh, Jesus.
And that's it.
That's it.
You cannot do it again. That's. Well, it's done.
He's going, but
It is too late now. Really, now it comes down to CC's run. Yeah, he said I don't even know how many seconds afterwards, but it was definitely past cutoff time.
it was pass.
Well, you can go on a run.
It don't count when I like the drive.
He's still in the driver's seat, but yeah, no more runs should count from him. It is unfortunate though, if he was behind, it's very unfortunate, but like it was definitely past the point of no return. I remember we were already joking about Poner, so it cut off. I typed it in chat. With that said, quoooo is still ahead, so he's still in the driving seat. It's up to CC to be able to pull out a great run, which he's capable of. But it's gonna take a lot. He can't. He's got to kind of hit everything here. He can do it, but it's gonna be rough. I'm not looking. Yeah, I don't know CC's specific splits, and I guess since we're watching his stream here, we can't see them specifically. So I don't know how much time he has left to save. But after his first run, he should go to do it.
He got the early cycle.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Wait,
so...
wait a second. And he hit it.
He got it! Just
He
because
got it.
we forgot to set to stop. Oh, actually, I did so. Oh, he entered the pool.
And he managed to do it. Let's see if he can get the no pick again.
Should we tell Cole that he can stop or?
I'm pretty sure it does account for stream delay. Yeah, it does, because it starts whenever the timer started when that does. So quoooo didn't even reset until way after the time. So yeah, you can stop because it's definitely past the line. And let's see. Ooh, he needs one pick in Valley, which is not the best, but he still saves some time. Actually, I remember he reset after there was a point of no return, and I was actually looking on stream. Like I was looking at his stream. So it's way past that. So yeah, CC has the one pick here, which is not great, but otherwise, that's it.
What is CC doing?
I'm not sure.
CC.
Is this some new lag reduction strat, CC?
I do test the snapback real leg rejection.
Oh, I see what he's doing. He still has to get one poke, and he's going for the Dan Geodude strat.
Oof. Missed that.
Oh, is he not going for Geodude?
Geodude.
Come on, CC, you should have went for the Geodude.
How many points did he need it?
He had
CC,
128,
why-
so he needed less than
Just
2k.
reset his time.
Okay, just
No,
keep going.
where
You
should
can
So
time it.
we don't have a time though, is the problem.
That's fine. Just finish the run.
I'm gonna keep finishing, but that's annoying. I was gonna say
Okay, so
Sandshrew is
you-
my boy, and I misspelled Sandshrew, and I went to, you know, fix the time. Also, I really don't think I'm gonna beat close time, but I feel like I might PB, so...
Yeah, that first run, man, that first run. Seems like Quo was messing around, going for the.
Someone told Quo? Okay, good. I saw that y'all were like, Quo, you can't finish. He's just still going.
Yeah. Yeah, because the deal was I was looking at his stream, and it was after I typed deploy and no return, and the time ran out in your stream. So like, it's definitely like way past the time.
Yeah. I even started it later. Like, I waited for his stream delay to catch up, and then I started the timer.
Yeah, we were talking earlier. I guess I don't know how much you were listening about like.
No,
you started,
I
like,
have to
5-10
listen,
seconds.
otherwise the stream can't hear.
Oh yeah, but like you started 5-10 seconds later, but Cloister was like right on that dot.
Yeah.
Like I think it was like a second or two, and I was like, oh, you got a Cloister, no worries then. Okay, pay attention, CC. And then, is it free? Is it free?
Look at that Articuno. I need to get stuck in the middle of it and then take a good picture of Pikachu. Oh, you missed it. Whoa, you're
Hello, Xerix. How's it going?
And then he got the Mankey.
CC
Payback for
poker.
last run.
You need to design.
CC, better mute your mic again. Start focusing.
Hang on. I gotta get through all this, and then I'll do it. Do it in
Okay.
cave.
You know, it's weird. Watching Quo stream right now, I realize that like I do not see people finish like cave regularly anymore. Like most of these levels, I feel like, yeah, pretty much all of them. Like unless it's a special exit, like tunnel or river, like you don't see people actually finish through that like that. We always do the quick course one.
I guess you can also get dancing Jigglypuffs in cave. I just don't remember where.
It's right at the very end. They have the singing Jigglypuffs, and the more Jigglypuffs you free from the coughing chasing them, the more that show up at the end.
see the
I forget
cave.
where I learned that.
Oh, second pick is still good. Let's see. Well, fixing the splits, which is funny because now that I noticed that
You finally noticed the butt.
the timer. No, it's because the way it's cut, it's exactly on the bat.
Yeah, perfect, right?
Okay, going for river.
CC on a monstrous pace, 3 minutes into River Sign.
Good runs coming from both runners. Runners.
Ooh, no.
Did he enter river?
He re-enters River,
Oof.
and I think he's given up.
mad.
All right. Well, that's
And
all.
that's it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, that would definitely wouldn't have PB'd, and it definitely wouldn't have beat this time. So GG's to
Okay.
Quo.
You probably pull Quo in here.
Yeah, I'll probably pull him in. He's
Hi,
muted
hi.
currently,
Muted.
but
Can you hear us, Quo?
Hello?
where's
Bonjour.
W split? Let me kill W split.
Look at Xerix. Why you're in September face?
Don't stop now. Yeah. Don't stop me now.
2 seconds. Okay, 1. Okay,
Close
2.
if microphone. If he hearing us, he's not talking.
Letting dog out. Okay, where's the dog snap? That's what we really want to see.
That's what it is exactly.
But before Quo gets in here, great race. That was such a close time,
Yeah.
CC. Like,
No, I'm
I
annoyed, but I'm glad that I
Yeah,
was able to perform pretty close to my PB. But I'm still annoyed at how close I was.
Yeah, I know that feeling where you're just like, oh man, if I didn't mess up this one little thing, then it would have been it. But like, obviously,
Yeah.
like I know you were being frustrated about like your skills earlier, and you were saying that like you missed like the timing of your PB, but you
Mhm.
you have it. I mean, this is a race, and you did reset. What was that, like once?
Yeah, I
before you got
reset
that
one time.
time, and like you can do it. You can do
Reset
it.
because
Just
I
a matter
hit
of time.
Vulpix. We did talk about hitting Vulpix.
Yes,
And,
you
Yeah,
can't even make fun
I
of you for jinxing it.
said it. Like City said to me, like there is a possibility that you can get a second Vulpix, but like is possible, but not that common.
And
And
what's
then
his name? Levon did
got
it once, and now I follow in his footsteps.
Well,
All right, GG Quo. Good game.
Thank you. It was a good race. I got a pretty good time, but I'm like, okay, CC's like on the cusp of a good PB. If he gets this now, I don't want to lose because of that. But
yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Both of your times were ridiculous. Like you guys were both playing really well. Like I noticed Quo didn't even get Weeping Bell Snipe, so like that. And I think you had like 133 going into Valley. It was something like that where it was
yeah, it
just
was a
like,
high
wow.
132.
Okay, yeah. So it was like, wow. Like if you just got the snipe, like that would have been,
Yeah.
what is that even? Like an extra 8 seconds. That could have possibly been a PB. So like both of those runs were just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like one
One thing
little
that-
thing that made a difference.
One thing that pissed me off though is I got a gold split for signs by 1.5 seconds, but I
Yeah, we
repeated
saw
oak
that.
text and I messed up tunnel sign. So
We saw that and we were confused. We were like, wait a second.
like golds are just
wait a second, like yeah,
Actually
cool.
terrible.
What gotta go? It was
Yeah,
like
you getting a gold. It's like what?
what go?
Was it tunnel sign? Like is it you looked up and that saved a second? You didn't do it in your PB? Like I don't. What?
well,
what
no, it
would
wouldn't
save
have been that because like I also repeated oak text and I messed up. I messed up tunnel sign. I had to slow down a bunch. But,
Have you split weirdly before this? Like, I'm actually just kind of confused. I saw you saved like 6 seconds on signs, and I was like, how bad is your signs in your PB?
I lost. Well, I missed Mankey Snipe, and then I messed up Cave Sign pretty badly and lost.
I see. You split on entering that. Okay, yeah, you have different splits. Okay, that's it too. But still, it's.
Yeah, no, my sign split is Valiant signs. It's a 6-minute split.
Still, both of those, like, I noticed, like, when CC finished and got, like, the 21-2, I thought, like, wow, that's ridiculous. But then I saw, like, oh, wow, Quo is still on this, like, 20-50 pace, even after missing the snipe. So, like, that was ridiculous. But congrats to both. I mean, congrats to Quo, but great race from both of you two.
Thank you.
All right, up next, we have the Liam Kings